And welcome back. We're going to continue on. As remember in the last episode, we're at the gates now of the first main boss, and that's Phalanx. If you remember when we came down, is it this way? This way, yeah. You got those little like slimy balls with shields. They throw like spears at you. Basically, the boss is made up of loads of them, and he's basically covered in them, and that's what's giving him protection, or her, should I say. So what you need to do is fire is your friend here, very weak to fire. Well, basically just take your time. They will split off from the main boss and come after you. So just take your time, take him down, and then once the main boss is a little bit more vulnerable, you can go in and finish off. Back up, heal up. Be careful. Just watch your stamina. He's weak now and open up. Don't get too greedy. And there we go. Drop any loot. We've got a couple here. Well, as you can see now, we're actually in human form. So we're going to go directly straight back to the Nexus. Get our lead demon soul. Let's go back. Talk to the maiden. In fact, just before we talk to the maiden, what we're going to do. Right, we've killed the boss now, so we're in human form. Our main thing going forward now is we want to stay keeping the world going towards pure white. And the easiest way to do that is to stay in soul form. So we're going to, every time we kill a boss and we go into soul form, human form, we're going to go up here. All the way to the top. And kill ourselves. Now that may seem slightly strange, but killing yourself in the Nexus has no impact whatsoever on character tendency or world tendency. All it means is when we go back into that world, we're preserving the state of a tendency. So if we look on here now, you may not be able to see it now. Well, the Archdome and the covetous King, Boletaria Palace. After we kill the next boss, you'll see that it's actually goes to pure white. But the worst thing we want to do, we don't want to stay in human form, carrying along. The next thing you know, you're invaded and then killed. Because that will affect, if you die in the actual game, in world state, it will bring your world tendency down. Okay, so we're going to go back up and collect our souls. We have plenty of them. Should we just here? Go on now and talk to the maiden.
The monumental awaits thee above. The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
Okay, she's basically giving us a message we have to go and see the monumental. Let me go back up again. Keep on going up. And just here, this one looking at you. Talk to him.
We have long awaited you. There is a
I'm
tale
skipping through,
I
but
wish
if you
to
listen
tell
to everything he has to say,
Once.
and it's a cutscene as well, so we're going to skip it. Basically means we can level up now, and all the archstones are now unlocked. You can go further up. I'll just show you what's up there. Click yes. Now up here it's got a catalogue of every single, all the high scoring players like Mender of the World. And that shows you what they had. So you can kind of look at builds and everything. Most phantoms saved. I think if we run down here now, I think there's an item here, I think. Yeah. Now those stone of ethereal eyes, they're the actual items we're going to be using later on to turn ourselves into human form, but then kill ourselves. Because the more we die in human form, it again goes towards pure black. That's the whole point. You want to manipulate the world state. Just one thing which I haven't touched on yet. There isn't a pause menu in Souls games, but there is actually a bit of a trick. If you go to your settings and control, I think it's controller. No. Yeah, go to controls, and then where it says general actions, go down to where it says customize touchpad. I want you to customize that and set it to photo mode. That means if you're in, make sure you are in non-human form, you're in soul form. If you're saying you want to go make a brew or go for a tinkle, or you're having some food, or you just want to rest your hands in the middle of a boss fight, you can actually just go press your left touchpad, and you are now in photo mode. And you can just leave it there. The only reason we don't do this in the main world, as you play in the actual game in human form, is you can still be invaded by other players. When you're there making your cup of tea, some little scrunt has come in and kicked your ass. Just be wary of that. But the whole point of this walkthrough is we're always going to kill ourselves in the Nexus and come back anyway, so it is pretty safe. Let's come out and carry on. think, if I remember rightly, there's nice. Yeah, it is there, yeah.
Now it is your turn.
There is some, like, drop-in challenges to get a couple of items, but we're not going to do them yet, and they're not that important, to be fair. And just make your way down again. Okay, let's have a look what we've got in our inventory. I'm going to take a few things off. We don't need these on now. We don't need the eyes on. Go into inventory, let's get rid of them to storage. Don't need spice. Don't need that. Send that to storage. We're not going to use any boss stalls whatsoever until we know exactly where we're going. And the best thing to do as well, if you're going to go, even though I'm doing this, there's things I'm probably going to miss, but we'll try and keep it as tight as we can for the first run. But it is always good to search Google and find a Demon Souls Remake spreadsheet which you can assign to yourself, and when you, like, say, do an achievement, you can put a tick in a box. And same as when you're buying spells, put a tick in a box. And using boss souls to convert into certain spells and certain things that you need. Ensuring, so when you basically go to it gives you a rundown of what you're after and what you're not after. It's just an easy way of not using something, especially boss souls, using them for souls. Don't use them for souls because to level up quicker, because later on I will be showing you the perfect farming point for farming for souls. So keep them, because you need them for progression. What we will do, though, is use these. And I just want to check something. I can't remember what components we
good
need.
pack and forge weapons.
Trade weapon. Okay, so we can upgrade our... I thought we had a few hard stones. We're going to upgrade that to +2.
Do come back
And
alive.
then we're going to speak to the maiden and we're going to level up.
Pretty.
She gives you the things, but we'll go through them now. Okay, the item's just given you. In fact, we're going to put them on here. If you right-click on your touchpad, it'll bring up a tool belt. Click on that now. We're going to put the blue items. Leaving a soul sign to help other worlders. Basically, what that means is you put a sign down near a boss area, and another player can choose to summon you to help them with the boss. I'm going to put that in. So let's just say they have summoned you and they go AFK or whatever, you just want to leave. You can, or you summon somebody in. They're a blue phantom to help you and they get stuck or they go AFK. You can actually use the white stone to send them back. I'm going to put that in there. And I leave a gap. I do normally. And next to your binding, that basically means if you've not got any souls, you can use much souls and you're not bothered about losing them. You can use the next to your binding to bring you straight back to the Nexus. Okay, let's level up.
See this now?
Yep.
Of course. After all, thou go. Let
Come
these
on, lady.
soul of the mind.
Right, basically what we're going to concentrate on is vitality, endurance, and strength.
Withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. Art thou finished?
Out,
May thy
finished.
strength help the world be mended.
What other rings we got? Let's have a look at world state. Okay. So we're going to stay with the first world. And we're going to go to the Lord's Path. That's where we just killed Phalanx. What we are going to do, just for this little bit here, we're going to use this scimitar. Because if you remember, the halberd's good, but if you're in confined areas, it does clip off the wall. You can get stuck, which can be a bit of a pain in the ass. So as we go in here, there's going to be some more blobbies. You can just see one down there to the left. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 in total, I think. Now you could... Yeah, you've already got the Providential Ring anyway, so that raises item discovery. So we'll hope you can actually, if you farm these, you can farm them for crafting material. I always put my shield up, run past the first one to the left, straight round the back. And then round the back of this one. Dive out the way because he's going to try and fire it, and then round again here. Click on. And then round the back of him. So, if you have to get right round the back of it. Let's see, we've got a bit of loot here. Optional star. Anything else? No. Now there is another couple up here, but they can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Get around the back of this one. That is okay, and then loot away. I mean, if you want to farm in, just go straight back to the Archstone up there, where where we came from, and just keep farming them. Get this item here. Half-moon grass, and then we're going to go down and see an old friend.
Hello, look at me. Again, fenced in by enemies. Could you assist me one last time? Clear out the soldiers blocking this passage, if it please you. The Lord's Path, just over there. Is there...
That's the second part of Ostrava's quest line, which we're going to go and save him again. That's another reason why I've got the scimitar on, because we're going to go down underneath the towers, and it's quite narrow down there, so we use a halberd, it's going to clip up everything. Okay, we're coming out to the bridge now, and in a second you'll see the red dragon. Don't go too far forward. There you go. Now you can kill him from here. I don't think we actually got him, but you normally swipe at him when you hear the scream. Oh, it's too close. I think it's better where there's a point just here and you have like an overhead, there you can see him there. An overhead weapon that swings over the top, that hits him better. We're going to do the old Don't bother out collecting any of the items there, just keep running. Now we're safe. Okay, then come up top. 2 archers here. We are actually going to kill the red dragon soon. We're going to go for the boss first. Now, we're going to go down. And then we're going to go left. And just follow it down. There's a few enemies down there and archers. One just here. See them there. Just use their wall as cover. And then loot anything you can. Gas resistant ring. Keep going down. I think that's it now, I think. Yeah.
Thank you. That's twice now. Time to forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept it.
They give you full health regen. Blue-eyed night chorus. Quite a good stat actually when you get it all. Okay, now we're going to go the other way. We don't have to yet, but there is another merchant at the end. The only problem here, we've got about 4 or 5 dogs. This can be a real pain in the ass. Let's clear this up, we don't want them. If I remember rightly, they are up here. You just like edge forward slightly and keep clicking on your right stick. Can't actually see them. I think it's just round this corner. But you can actually hear them. There's one. Hopefully we can try and pull them out, because it can be really overwhelming. There we go. There's a couple of them. I can't remember if there's any more. How many is that now? 3 in total, I think. There comes the others. I think that's it. Because if you start running up there and all of them come, they will just overwhelm you. I think we're clear now. Oh no. I lied. And the next merchant.
Ah, we meet again. Fancy that. Hope you find something that suits you.
Longsword is decent. Might just buy a couple more of these.
Thanks for that.
And then we're going to get rid of that. Okay, we're going to make our way back now and then. Oh! We've actually skipped a little bit by coming up here first, because we're at the next tower. And we really need to get to the top of this tower. There's a couple more archers up here. See ya. Gotta be it. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, now. Obviously, don't want the heavy arrow. So, the first tower we came across was over there. Now, once we've gone this way and cleared this way, we're going to go back to the Nexus, and then, hopefully, I'm going to show us the We're going to progress forward, and we're going to put on our helmet again. Time to run down. Kill these first. Well, we're not going to kill them now because they're going to kick my ass. save to go back down just to grab this item here. You can see where the fire started. Okay, well, we made it to the fog gate. We've only got a small stretch to run across now, and then we're going to take out the last enemies. Should be a crystal lizard here, a few archers, a couple of blue-eyed knights, and then we are on to the next boss, which is the Tower King. When we get to the main fog gate, we'll talk about the boss fight, because we're going to do it a slightly different way from normal. It's the harder way. Hopefully it'll pay off, but it will explain both methods. The other thing is, there's 2 trophies associated with this boss. The easy route, you'll get the standard trophy anyway, and then the harder route, well, you'll get the bonus trophy. Anyway, I'm Flatcap, and I will see you in the next episode.